What's up, guys? How's it going? My name is AviddGeek and welcome to the very first episode of Like What You See. So the whole idea of this series is to pretty much give you a taste of what the game is like so you can make up your own mind if you want to pick up this game or not. It's pretty much, so do you like what you see? Do you like it enough to go ahead and purchase it yourself? I'll give my own opinions, my own thoughts on the game, but this isn't necessarily to be a review. This is to be more kind of an opinion piece, I guess a critique of the game. I played up to level 17, as you can see here on the screen. Right here I'm a warlock, level 17. So I played quite a bit of it. I haven't completed the whole thing. So the whole idea, like I said, it's not a review because it's not a comprehensive thing of the whole game in its entirety. Talking about its ending and all that stuff. It's just more to give you a feel of what the game is like to figure out if you want to pick this up. So I'm playing the warlock, that's what I've been playing, but there's actually 3 different classes. So if we click here to create a new guardian, you can click Titan. So it says here, you're an armored engine of war, control any battle with strength and strategy. We also have Hunter. It's either gunslinger, you're a member of the frontier, stalk and kill your enemies with ruthless precision. So you have something called a blade dancer. Charge your blade with arc light and consume your foes with lightning. And then we have the warlock, which tends to be a pretty popular character. The universe bends to your will, manipulates its energies to annihilate your foes. So this is the character I've been playing. When I understand each one of these classes, it doesn't really make that much of a difference as far as the play style. Their overall, I guess, ability is what makes it different, but it's not that much of a difference where you're going to feel like you're hindered in any way by picking either one of these. So you just feel free to pick whichever one you want. I have the Void Walker, hurl an explosive bolt of void light at the enemy, disintegrating those caught within its blast. I find him to be really fun because I like the kind of mystic powers to him. So anyways, let's go ahead and head back. So you can actually create the character however you want. You can change his face. You can change from a human to like another race. I forget the name of the race. Actually, let's go through that. So if I choose Hunter, for example, you can pick human male. This is what he looks like here. Of course, female. This is the Awoken, and this is the class I've chosen. The race that I've chosen. And you can pick from Exo. So you have these 3, human, Awoken, and Exo. You can change his face however you like. You know, very similar to anything else as far as like Skyrim, and really customizing your appearance for your character, making him your own. But let's go ahead and get into the game. Let's start talking about what we can expect when we pop in the disc and play this game. What can you do? So here we are. This isn't the first screen you'll see when you first start up the game. This is the screen you'll see in between every single of your story missions or anything you want to do. This is kind of like I wouldn't say it's the hub. It's kind of a semi-hub because there's another main hub. But anyways, you have on top, we have any kind of notifications to let you know if you have an upgrade to a particular weapon, to a particular skill, and I'll talk a little bit later. We have my character here. As well, I think it displays your friends listed here on the right hand side. So I'm a level 17, as you can see on the right hand side. This is the, I guess, currency I have. I think it's called light. My Greymoor score. So Greymoor cards and score details at www.bungie.net. So you're going to find more information on these Greymoors. You're going to get these cards, and they'll have more detailed background information on the different characters and some of the settings, the races, and so on. But you can only find that information on Bungie.net or through their app, the Destiny app, which is available for your iPhone, your Android tablet, or your iPad. So there's that. Let's go ahead and click Options. And by the way, let's let you know this is a PlayStation 4 version of the game. This is not the Xbox 360. So here's my character. Here's my Awoken guy. So here's my level, as I mentioned before, level 17. So, as it says, level measures your progress as a guardian. Climb to the highest level by killing minions of the darkness. So it shows me my progression to the next level, how much further I have to go. Now, these are the subclasses. So you can unlock additional subclasses like this one, the Sunsinger. And it's more flames as opposed to this void that you expel for your subclass. So let's go ahead and go into that. Hit details. Here's my stats for my guy. So here's my armor rating, my recovery rating, and my agility. So these are the different skills you can unlock. playing this character. As you play, you'll be getting experience for each one of these things. As you gain experience, you unlock them. As you unlock them, you can select whatever it is you want. So in this case, you'll start off from the top left here, the Vortex Grenade, work your way to the right. So I've got Glide, Nova Bomb, Energy Drain, Arcane Wisdom, Annihilate, and so on. You have all these different things. You can actually use these, for example, right here. Chaos Order. Your training is focused on raw speed. So as you can see, there's on the armor, it goes down to the red, and the recovery is has some portion of the red. So it's showing you how much of a decrease you'll get by selecting this particular skill set. Your agility, however, is green to indicate that it's going to be going up. So your agility, you'll be more agile, faster. Your character will be a lot faster, but he loses a little bit of his defense and his armor, and as far as his recovery to use his melee damage. So you can actually change between different grenades. You can change from all kinds of different things. Let's see here. For example, we have Focus Control. Upgrades Glide for better directional control while in the air. So you won't be able to glide until you actually get this one. Once you get this, you just kind of double tap the X and you'll start gliding. So let's get out of there. But as I mentioned, you can upgrade your subclass and go into the Sunsinger. So instead of the Void, it'll be Flames. That's kind of the same thing. Now we have your primary weapon, your special weapons, and then your heavy weapons. So your primary weapon is what you're going to be using most of the time. You have like assault rifles, scout rifles, auto rifles, pulse rifles, all that stuff. You have some hand cannons, and each one of these, as we can take a look here, tells you the required level in order to equip this item. It tells you the attack power of this particular one. So this one is 184 out of 199. Let's see, it tells you the rate of fire, how fast it'll fire, the impact, how much damage it'll do, the range, how far you can shoot, the stability of the gun, so how much recoil you're going to have and how much is going to be moving around as you're shooting, and the reload speed. Reload speed, actually, I find it very useful because I found myself in plenty of occasions where I needed to reload my gun as quick as possible because either the magazine's going to be a smaller amount depending on how the gun is, what's the word? How the gun is kind of set up. I'll explain in a little bit. But it'll tell you the magazine size and how many rounds you have per magazine, as well as, if you can see below, it's going to be kind of hard to do. Let me go into the details. So right here, some of these guns, not all, but some guns will have these extra skills on top of this gun. So once again, as you're using this gun, you'll be getting some experience on the gun, and you'll be able to unlock these different options, these different skills. So this one, it causes kinetic damage, this particular gun. Steady hand, so stable sight, optimized for excellent recoil control. So that's one of the things that's unlocked on this gun. You can unlock red dot ORS1, which is a precision sight, highest zoom in class. We also have ranged lens RLR5, precision scope. So you can unlock all these different things. Private eye, optical zoom length is increased while crouched. You'll need these things called glimmer. Glimmer is what you're going to use to unlock this particular skill. So it'll tell you if you need anything like this one. The red dot has nothing else required besides you have to build this experience. And you'll see this green line. It's like going around the circle. And that'll let you know how far you're progressing to gain that particular skill. And as you can see again, by hovering this, right, I have this red dot, the steady hand. If I go to the red dot, you can see my reload speed decreases, but my range increases. If I go further down, you can see the stability now decreases, the reload decreases, but the range is still increased even more. So if we go over to Private Eye, for example, we need 95 glimmer. Right now I have 6,121 glimmer to use. So I just select it, and now it's unlocked. Now I have this optical zoom length is increased while crouched. Very cool. Upgrade damage. So like I said, all these have additional skills. Not every single gun, but most guns you'll find have skills. Usually it's the ones that have green, like these, that have skills onto them. The blue, I believe, just indicates the rarity of the item, from what I understand. Now if we go to special weapons, as we can see here on the special weapon, it has like a little, not a ninja star, but like a blade right on it. So this right here. This means you'll have a special ability with this weapon. So it'll do additional damage based on this skill here. So this one, for example, this weapon causes arc damage. So that's what you're going to get with this particular weapon. And as we can see here, it has more skills that we can unlock. And what else? We have material details. So if you were to dismantle this weapon, you can dismantle any weapon you have because you can only carry so many. So you'll find yourself either putting them in a bank, which we'll take a look at later, or you'll be dismantling each one of these weapons to gain parts. Now I haven't really used these parts yet, but when I understand that you're going to use these parts in a similar to an MMO fashion where you're going to start crafting different weapons and different items. So if we take a look at, take a look at another one. So we have a shotgun here. Your special weapons are going to be like shotgun, sniper rifle, fusion rifle, something that's going to have a lot more kick to it, more punch, but they're going to have a smaller magazine size. So as we see here, they have 155 attack with arc damage. And it also has skills here available, but we only have a magazine of 5. So you're going to be able to do about 5 shots at a time. So it just depends on how you best want to play. So I have a sniper rifle here. And this sniper rifle, pretty nice looking, has a 91 attack. And it just does kinetic damage, that's about it. There's no other skills here. But it only has 3. You can only hold 3 in a magazine. This is the newly one I acquired. It's a Frost FR3, it's a fusion rifle. And as you can see here, we have the heavy weapons, and the heavy weapons are going to be more like the rocket launchers, anything that's going to be your extreme heavy hitter, right? These are going to take out enemies fast. Now, the only thing with the rocket launchers is, as you can see, the magazine size is extremely low, only 2 at a time. So, as far as even what you can carry as far as ammunition, you'll only be carrying maybe about 4 at a time, 4 rockets. So you kind of have to like save them and use them pretty wisely. Like this one, it says magazine 1. That was one I got early on. The one I have right now is level 11 with 101 attack with another ability attack, which is void damage. Now let me show you dismantling an item. So when you dismantle an item, it'll go ahead and make parts like I told you. So if we go here, actually there's nothing here in this one. I think this one you might just get glimmer. Now either you'll get weapon parts, you might get some kind of item, or you'll get glimmer. Now depending on the rarity of the item, you'll get more glimmer or fewer glimmer. So if I hit square, there we go, we dismantle it, I got 14 glimmer. So that's kind of all I got out of it. But if you're never going to use these items and you just want to get rid of them so you have more room, then that might be the best thing to do. Now each one of these slots, you have 1, 2, 3 rows on top and 3 going down. So you have a total of 9 slots to use to hold weapons. So you can switch these anytime during your missions. Now if we go over here, and we'll talk a little bit more and more of these things as we go on. Now as you can see, there's something shining right here. And that's letting me know, and also right here, that's letting me know that I have new items since my last mission that I've gotten that I haven't taken a look at yet. So this is more of my defense. All my armor stuff is going to be here. And this is the same thing. You're going to have some armor with some extra additional skills you can unlock. This one has increased grenade throw distance, so I can throw the grenade even longer. It has a defense icon of 101 defense. It tells me if it has any other additional boost. So this gives me an additional boost of discipline. So this decreases the cooldown time of my grenades, allowing me to use them more often. Because there is a cooldown time when you throw your grenade, you're going to have to wait a little while. And depending on the skill you have equipped or what your armor does, you can decrease that time, that cooldown time. So some of these will be strength, some of these will be discipline, intellect. So let me see here. We have one that has strength plus 31 below here. And melee hit replenishes grenade energy. So there's all kinds of different items. So this latest one I got, it's 113 defense, level 16, so it's a higher level, and also have a higher discipline. So the melee hits replenish grenade energy as opposed to grenade throw distance. So it just depends what I want. Now as I change it, so let me equip this. I'll equip this and you can see that my guy's appearance will change based on the armor that I've selected. So if I select the new helmet, it'll reflect in my character. There it is. So you can see his helmet changed right here. So you may want to change due to aesthetic or due to just defense. It depends what you want to do. So same thing with these. These are the gauntlets. These will help my defense as well. The latest one I have has 94 defense with a strength of 44 as opposed to the intellect of 44. Now this one has an increased reload speed with auto rifles. So I would have to equip an auto rifle in order to get that benefit. If I go over to my chest armor, I have all these different chest armor again. So it's the same type of thing. If I hit R2, it'll display what I'm currently equipped with and what I'm comparing that to figure out if I want to do that or not. So like what I'm currently equipped is 209, the other one is 108. So it would be a lower defense, but my discipline would go up, but yet I would lose the intellect. So it just depends what you want to do and what skills you want to do. It's the same with the boots. Now if you can see here, there's a little plus sign on my armor. That's letting me know that there's an upgrade available. So if I hit the triangle, and I go back in here, we've seen the screen quite a bit now. It says upgrade defense. So this one I need Glimmer and need Hadronic Essence. I'm missing 3, I only have 7, so I can't upgrade it. There's this one though, Shotgun Ammo. Increases the amount of shotgun ammunition you can carry. Glimmer is only 95. So, nope, I can't select it. I wonder why. Oh well. Maybe it's not completed yet. Maybe it's not 100%. And then we have these Ancestral Demise. These are Warlock Bonds. So these are class armor. I haven't seen too much what I can do with these yet. They just seem to be more... What's the word? They're more like aesthetic pieces, like this. This part right here. I'm sorry, this part right here. This armband. I'm not really sure what the purposes of them besides the aesthetic look. Haven't gotten that far, I guess. If we go down here, we can see the rest of our equipment. We have a ghost. You can change out your ghost eventually. So here's your ghost. He's the one that's going to be taking you around in your missions. He'll be talking to you, giving you all the objectives, more of the story throughout the game. Then we have the vehicles. We have the Seeker, and then we have the Sparrow. The Sparrow is what you're going to be starting off with. So you can get more vehicles as you go on with, same thing with other abilities. So like this one, a quick break, and it also has a boost. So it's also faster compared to the other. So it's the same type of thing. You have ships. The ships are just pretty much for looks. And you also have emblems. So emblems you'll get depending on what you do in the game. You'll kind of win a new emblem. Now I've got this emblem because it's called Sign of the Elders because I was part of the beta testing when this game was on beta. So I got this one as soon as I logged into the game. But you'll have all these other different ones. So you can see the blue is rare, the greens are uncommon, and then you just have these ones that are just common. So what else do we have? We have our inventory. Now we have materials that we collected. We collected throughout the missions. We collect them either by dismantling items. After completing the objective, you may get an item. So this is everything here. This is where you'll find like the Hadronic Essence, and I need 3 more to upgrade that other skill. Consumables. Consumables you can use in your game. Like this one, it allows your ghost to tap into transmit networks to draw more glimmer out of Cabal enemies last 10 minutes. So if you use this, it gives you a buff, right, an effect that allows you to get more glimmer when you're fighting that particular enemy. So that's what these are. You can refill your ammo for a particular gun, anything like that. You have bounties. Now bounties are pretty much objectives that they want you to do while you're playing your missions. Not the main objectives, but these are like side objectives, right? So as you complete these bounties, you'll get experience points and you'll usually get some kind of item perhaps. So like these are incomplete at the moment. This one would be, for example, defeat Pogoth the Untamed in the Summoning Pit Strike on the Moon. So it's incomplete. It tells you a little bit of the objective, right? The hives are breeding a terrible abomination in their summoning pits. Join with other brave guardians and face this horror. Rewards is reputation of plus 50 and experiences of 2500. Then you have these red ones, which are crucible ones. These crucible ones are more for multiplayer. So when you're doing multiplayer, you'll be kind of completing these objectives. These are free to get. There's some that you can actually buy, I believe, but you'll run into these sooner or later. So there's really no need to purchase them. The missions, here's just an area for missions. Items required by your current mission, if you need anything in particular. Here's my Glimmer. Here's my Vanguard marks. And here are the Crucible marks. Like I said, this is for multiplayer. You'll get this based on some of the bounties, your reputation. You have to increase your reputation. Once you increase your reputation at a certain level, you'll get a mark. The Glimmer you'll earn throughout the world by killing people, by dismantling items, selling things, or whatever. So, next we have the settings. We have logout. We can change the brightness, screen bounds to adjust the screen to where it should be fitting. Voice. We can do headset only, speakers only, blended, anything we want to do. How we want to control our buttons, right? Our layout, our look. Button layout is here. Look controls, how sensitive you want it to be. Auto look centering, anything else. Inversion, who would do an inversion? Subtitles, if you want subtitles at all. And let's see what else here. And your roster. So this is where you're going to have like your fire team. You're going to have your friends list, as well as anyone else that happens to be in game. So you'll see all that here. So if we exit out of that screen, let's go and take a look at some more stuff. Now guys, this is going to be as long as it needs to be to give you as much information as possible. So bear in mind, this is not a quick, in a sense, like a 5-minute type of video. This is going to be as expensive as it can be without spoiling anything. I'm not going to spoil anything at all. Besides, you're going to see, besides this, I guess, is you're going to see, you're going to run into all these different areas that you can go to. You have the Crucible here. You have the Vanguard. So this is just a fire team of 3 and face the most feared minions of darkness. This is to hone your skills and win glory in battle against other guardians. That's the multiplayer where you're pretty much versus each other. So player, you know, the Team Slayer, Solo Slayer, the free-for-all, King of the Hill, any of that kind of stuff will be in there. Now, as you progress in the game and the story, you'll unlock other planets. So I've unlocked the Moon, you'll unlock Venus, you'll go to the Reef, and you'll have Mars. This exclamation point is letting me know that there is something I can do here. There's something I haven't completed as far as a story. The Crucible is the same thing. There's stuff in here that I haven't completed. So if we look in here, here's more items I can do. I can do the Iron Banner. It's a competitive multiplayer. Champions are born in battle. Prove your might and earn the respect of the Lords of Iron. It's a 6 versus 6 team objective. So we also have this Clash, right? It's a 6 versus team deathmatch. And then we have a team objective here, which I believe is capture the flag pretty much. And then we have 2 more I haven't unlocked yet. And here's my Crucible marks. Let me know how well I've been doing so I can brag. And that's pretty much it. Your missions will be in all these different planets and moons and stuff. So if we go here, let's go to the tower first. You'll select your destination and you'll click launch. Once you select launch, it'll start counting down and your ship will have like a nice little animation. You can't control any of this. It's just, you're just gonna have to watch it, enjoy the graphics, and that's kind of it. You can't do anything with it. Initially I thought we would be able to fly this thing when I saw this on the trailers and stuff, but I wish we could. But you can't. You can't at all. So get familiar, very familiar with this sequence, because you're going to be seeing this a lot. This is pretty much like the loading screen between all the different missions and worlds and objectives and everything else. Come on. So depending how fast it loads, it's depending how fast you'll get to your destination pretty much. It's taking its dear sweet time, isn't it? Are we there yet? This is one of the issues when you... Sometimes when you go to a planet and you're trying to go back to the tower, as you're opening up more planets, it seems to take a little bit longer every single time. Sometimes it's not that bad. This one was actually pretty bad compared to the other ones. It usually doesn't take this long. Usually it's pretty bearable. It gives you a nice little break in between everything. So this is the tower plaza, the last city on Earth. That is the Traveler, my friend. That giant orb is called the Traveler. It makes no sense really what that thing is as of yet, but it's there to protect Earth, right? That's the whole point. And the objective of the story pretty much is the Traveler is there, and they set up the Guardians, which is what you are. You're a Guardian, and the Ghost to help protect Earth. Apparently, the Traveler is kind of dormant at the moment. It's very weak and powerless, almost. This is the last place it's safe and protecting on Earth. So you're going to have to find out what's going on. The darkness, its enemy, the Traveler's enemy, is coming back to your galaxy, to Earth, to attack the Traveler. So you're there to try to figure out what's going on, how to protect the Traveler, all that stuff. So you'll have some cool interaction. You'll see these things kind of coming in and out. So this nice landscape. If you jump off of this, though, you're going to die. So let's go ahead and do that anyways. So we jump off. It'll just revive you and respawn you back on the tower. See? So we're back. So it's not really anything that's going to harm you. But it's not going to be as an expansive area that you can just go walking around everywhere and expect to be like, oh, I want to go down there. How do I get down there? There's no way possible to get down there. So let's go ahead and explore here. We have these robots. Oh, this guy here. He'll give you a view of the area.
Take a look.
Here's the map. This is where I'm at, and here's everything that can be done here in the tower.
Thanks for stopping by.
Now you'll have this person that will give you messages. This is the postmaster. You'll get new bounties, you'll get any kind of other information, daily rewards for completing a quest. So a reward from the Vanguard for your first gold tier public event each day. So I'll select that. So I got Ascendant Energy, whichever that is, and 250 Glimmer. And I have these bounties, but I don't have enough space. I have too many bounties. You can only have so many bounties at one time. Now these here, these are the banks. These are the vaults. Now each one of these vaults, you can store any armor, weapons, and anything general at all, like any of the crafting materials in here. So if you run out of room and you really want to hold on to a weapon, you should just store it in here. And make sure you store enough weapons in there when you're playing the missions, because you're going to be collecting things and you're going to want to have enough room in there to pick up those items, because you'll run into loot chests and the different missions. So here, I'm exchanging an artifact that I got from one of the missions. I'm collecting reward for it. So I got 200 Glimmer. This is the Cryptarch. So pretty much this guy is, you're going to find these different enneagrams. And each enneagram is going to be, depending on if it's a rare, uncommon, or legendary item, they need to be, decrypted pretty much. They're encrypted, so you don't know what they are. But once you take it to him, he'll unencrypt them, and you'll find out what the item is, and you can figure out if you can equip it or not, if you want to sell it, and so on. Most of the time, the items are okay. They're decent. They're not amazing. It's not like, oh my gosh, this is a hugely OP item. But they tend to be pretty consistent with everything I've gotten. They're pretty much uncommon items. They're not really legendary. Now if we go here, the gunsmith, this is where you can find all your different weapons, just as it's indicated, right? The gunsmith. You can't talk to any of these characters, which is very disappointing. I wish we could be able to have a little more chit chat with them. Kind of in the style of Skyrim, ask them some questions. But you can pick up your rifles, you can pick up any rocket launchers, anything at all. So these ones are all more like level 14, 16, and 18. And then we have these miscellaneous packs here. And that'll just refill your ammo as you're out on the different missions. So you'll run out of ammo, and you'll need those to refill your weapon. So if we head over here, this is kind of like a little airport, right? Like a docking area. This is where your ship for interplanetary travel will be located. And there's more stuff in here. As you're walking through, you're going to see people that are NPCs, right? And then you're going to see actual players. So like this guy's an NPC. So this gal, sorry. She actually sells you all the different ship blueprints, and she'll sell you all the different vehicles you can ride on the different planets. So the durability will head up and the speed will head up. So there's all kinds of stuff you'll do in here to purchase upgrades, to get new items for your character, to get new armor, weapons, whatever it may be. So I'm not going to go through everything in here. Some stuff should be a surprise. So as we head out here, let's see. You also have different commands for your guy. So let me show you some of the commands. Let me show you my guy first. Here he is. If you hit right on the directional pad on the controller, he'll do a dance. Now if you push down on the directional pad, he'll sit down. If you press up, he'll do a little bow, kind of a greeting gesture or thank you. If you push left, he's kind of pointing and giving out directions. Now if you see a character like this one, anyone with the number above him, or that little talkie box, then you know that that's a player. Now you'll see an R3 next to him. If you click R3, you can interact with that person. You can find out who they are, what level they are, invite them to a fire team, inspect player, view their profile. So you can actually see what's going on with them. So here's everything that they kind of have. Very neat. This guy looks really cool. Now, to leave this area, you're going to want to hit the touchpad to bring out your ghost. So what you'll do is you go into orbit, and that's where you'll go to start navigating wherever you want to go. You pick your destination. So we're going to take a look at one mission, or one area actually, on the planet, and then we'll kind of call it a day from there. That should be enough information to kind of figure out if you want to buy this game or not. And I'll give my last minute opinions, I guess. Select the destination. Let's go to Earth, because that's where you're going to see first is Earth, and I don't want to give anything away. Let me click a patrol. So you'll actually have story missions, and then you'll have patrol missions. Now patrol missions are pretty much going to take place in the same area as story missions, but there's no story objective to go to. It's just you're going to find these little beacons. Actually, you know what? Let's head into them. You're going to find these little beacons, and each one of those beacons is going to give you an objective. So either you need to scan something, send the ghost, you need to collect something, you need to ward off particular enemies. It's just very small objectives that you need to do. It's they're kind of there to let you grind and build up your character in a sense. So you'll see what I mean when I get there. Here we are. Welcome to Earth. So this is Old Russia Earth.
Find some trouble.
Exactly. That's exactly what the whole point of these are. The patrol missions are to find some trouble. So I'm going to hit my touchpad, and the touchpad is going to show me all the locations. So there's one over there. There's one back there. There's one over here to the right. It gives me the distance and what direction to go to. Now if I hold the square button, I can summon my vehicle. You don't get this vehicle straight off the bat. You'll have to play a couple of missions before you get this, but you'll get it soon enough. It's nothing to worry about. It makes travel a lot faster. So here's some of the enemies you'll run into. The gunplay is a lot of fun. You have your, if you can see it on the right, on the left. On the bottom left, you have your weapon. You'll have your how many rounds in your magazine, the total amount of rounds you have. On the far left, you'll have your grenade, and you'll have your supercharged ability to the right of that. Below that, as I hit triangle, I'll switch to my second weapon, which is the shotgun at the moment. Same thing, the magazine, any type of special ability power it has, where it does like void damage or anything like that, it'll be listed there. If I hold down the triangle, it'll take me to my heavy duty weapon, which is this rocket launcher. Right now I have no ammo, so I can't reload it. You'll see it's flashing red, letting me know that I don't have any ammo to utilize it. But here, this thing, this is the beacon. This is where you'll get your missions.
This was our golden age you're looking at out there. Help the new monarchy rebuild it.
So they want me to head that direction. So I just bring this up, grab my vehicle, and start heading into that area. Now you'll see on my radar there's enemies. It'll let you know. It's the gameplay, the style of the gameplay of this, as far as the shooting, is extremely similar to Halo. It feels just like Halo. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on this at the same time. Is there anything in here? Nope. Nope, here we go. So here's the loot. So we can find these all over the place. So I've got a new gun, and I've got spin metal. So if I open this up, we can take a look. This is the new gun I have. It's a new sniper rifle. It's got a higher attack power, 155 instead of 149, but the impact is lower and the magazine goes down. So, and it's a sniper rifle as opposed to a shotgun, right? So, looks like my shotgun has an upgrade ability available. There we go. A kill with the final round and the magazine increases reload speed. So I select that. Now I have that enabled. See anything else? Rocket launcher has one. Oh, here we go. Greatly reduced recoil.
Watch out.
Nice, I'll take that. And I'll take this. Upgrade damage. Oh, perfect. Perfect timing. So this, once in a while, you're going to run into these things. And these are the events. These are called events, and these events take place only at certain times in the game. Let's see, where is this event taking place at? Come on. There we go. So that's the event right there. So you'll run into these kind of world events that happen. And it's up to you if you want to take place in them. So I've joined this public event. So you'll see that this guy is in the event with me. Usually it has to do with protecting something or defeating people. Pretty much just beating waves and waves. Let's see here. What the heck is that? There we go. Yeah, so this is just a wave mission, pretty much. There we go.
Good work.
So we completed a daily objective. So they're pretty simple. These ones are pretty simple. It's because I'm a higher level and we're in a lower level area. But that's pretty much what you're going to run into is these events that you can take place in the world that you happen to be in with other players. You can join them or not. So they're a nice little distraction. I enjoy doing them. I think it's a nice break to certain things, and it kind of, in a way, it kind of fleshes out the world a bit. So back to our objective. Let's go ahead and bring back out our bike. So as you go across this land, you're going to notice all kinds of different enemies. You're going to notice all kinds of things going on, different fights, different battles. It's not just you in this world. Your energy recharges, so as you get, if you get hit, your health will recharge, just like in Halo. No need to worry about getting hit that much. You can flip the sparrow, just like you flip the warthog, pretty much. I keep saying pretty much. I gotta stop saying that. Okay, so there's our objective. Let's go and take care of that. I guess it's on top. Oh, here we go. Scan environment. So there we go. We just collected data. That was our objective. Mission complete. So some are just as simple as that. They don't tend to be too difficult. It's just going from one part of the map to another, and that's about it. And depending on where on the map it is, depends on the difficulty because of the enemies around you trying to stop you from doing whatever. So more missions are available. Now the whole idea is to find another mission. So there's a couple more over there. So, like I said, the gunplay is a lot like Halo. If you're familiar with Halo, if you love Halo, you'll pretty much love this game. It's the same thing. Not too much different. You can still do headshots. The AI, depending on the enemy, is sometimes smarter than others. There's my melee damage. Let's see if we can find someone else. Come on. Let's see if we can find some more enemies. Hopefully I can show you my supercharge. So the gun sounds to this, the music is great. I think the audio is awesome in this game. If you don't like Halo though, you will not like this game. That's my opinion on it. Perhaps that's not the case, but the enemies seem very reminiscent to the Covenant. The guy you're playing is kind of a one-man army. I mean, you can play in teams, you can play with your squad, but even if you're going to play by yourself, like how I do, I play by myself. I'm a solo player, pretty much. I find it just as enjoyable as playing Master Chief. It's a whole lot of fun. So far, I'm pretty much loving this game. Let's see here. So here's my supercharge. So it's almost like a one-hit kill effect. And of course, they'll drop all kinds of ammo. These will be your secondary weapon, so like the shotguns. The silver ones will be your primary weapon, and any purple ones will be your heavy-duty weapon, like your rocket launchers and sniper rifles. So here we go. Here's a plant that you can collect. So we'll collect the leaves here, and that now goes into your inventory, and that'll be used to craft different items or unlock different things, such as the skills or whatever. So let's go ahead and head up here. Doesn't seem to be too many people in this area at the moment. Seems pretty quiet. So you can still hit people with your vehicles. Okay, see there's a white bar on top of his red bar. That's to indicate he has a shield. So some enemies will have that. And these, I believe, are the Fallen. And you'll have different types of enemies, but they're pretty much the same as far as how they attack. They just tend to be stronger as you keep continuing to go on. Let's go into one of these buildings. So some areas you'll have these tight, kind of closed quarter missions. So we'll go inside this building. Switch over to my shotgun, show you what that looks like. There we go. So the enemies will constantly respawn in the same area. It's not like they disappear and they're gone forever. So if I were to come back that way after exiting this, they'll show up again. So here's some different type of enemies. Come on. Oh, I missed them. Got it. Okay. Let's go ahead and head up and through. The ghost will turn on automatically to give you light. You don't have to push anything to activate the light. There we go. Come on. So that's my glide. Pick up some more ammo here. Sometimes it's just easier to hit them with your melee. So there you go, there's the purple one. So now I've got ammunition for the rocket launcher. Check that out. See, I got more Grimoire progress. Another card that I have to check a look at Bungie.net. So what are some of the cons of this game? Some of the cons are, if you've heard already, the story. The story is lacking extremely. It is, in my opinion, it's pretty much non-existent. The gameplay itself is fun and it holds up, where you want to continue playing and you want to continue exploring. But the story is not going to drive you. The story is pretty much just, oh, well, we need to figure out why they're just standing here, why they're holding up this place, so we should investigate. And it's as simple as that. It's just an excuse to get from point A to point B and nothing else. So if you're looking for a very interesting story, a compelling story to kind of make you persevere through the game and progress, you're not going to find it in this game. This is not the game for that. what other cons are there? Another con is I've noticed a lot of people don't interact with each other. I mean, you'll run into missions where you'll start playing with each other, like as far as being cooperative, but I hardly ever see anyone talking with each other or just doing random parties to sign up. I haven't really ran into really many glitches in this game. Everything seems to be pretty smooth. I guess the story is just the biggest con of this whole game. The gameplay's fun. I think the sound is amazing. I don't find the ghost guy to be that boring. A lot of people have had issues with him. I don't. I think the voice acting is fine. I rather like him kind of being a little bit more robotic, so it doesn't bother me at all. But it's just the story. The story is just really, really lacking. So anyways, guys, that was it. That's just kind of my quick look. If you like what you see, pick up the game. If you don't, then you know to avoid it. Wait for something else. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching my quick look at Destiny. Hopefully this helps you out. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to see more of my videos. I'll be doing more of these type of things. Maybe some reviews in the line, some more tech stuff. So anything that's geeky, you'll see on my channel. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out.